Bridget Andree is a big reason that Trinity Hall has emerged as a girls basketball program with great potential. The Monarchs are the newest Shore Conference member and posted an impressive 18-7 record thanks to Andree's all-around game. Bridget scored 20 or more points and hauled down double-digit rebounds 12 times in her junior season. She was also able to dish out 4 assists a night and delivered over 3 steals a game. Bridget continues the Andree tradition in basketball. Her older brother Pat was our 2016 Mr. Hoop Zone winner. Alexandra Balsamo wrapped up an outstanding career at Middletown South. Balsamo is a 2-time SSE All-Zone basketball selection after averaging 17 points in her senior year as part of an 18-9 season. The highlight of her final high school season was an incredible double milestone against Middletown North. In the first half, Alexandra registered her 1,000th career point, and then followed that with last-second heroics against the Lions as she drained this three-pointer at the buzzer to give South a 61-58 win. RBC's Rose Caverly is a 5'9" point guard who brings size to such a critical position. Caverly was the starting point of a Casey's team that could hurt an opponent in so many different ways. The junior hit a three-pointer in over 20 RBC wins, and when she wasn't scoring, she brought vision on defense and was always great at distributing the basketball. Caverly has made a verbal commitment to the University of Vermont, where she'll join teammate Josie Larkins, but not before she puts on the Casey's uniform one more time next season. Manasquan's Stella Clark is a winner. Look no further than 4 state championships in 4 years. Everyone in New Jersey high school basketball circles knows that Clark is one of the best guards in the Garden State. She brought a level of energy and smart play that played a huge role in the Warriors' 4-year run of dominance. An illness caused Stella to miss 2 playoff games, but the Warriors' senior leader came back with an outstanding 18-point effort in a 1-point win over Rumson Fairhaven and poured in 11 points in the state championship win over High Point. Clark is on her way to Boston to play Division I basketball for the Northeastern Huskies. Middletown South's Hayley DeLonzo has an amazing comeback story. After tearing her ACL early in her junior season, DeLonzo was determined to get back on the floor for her senior year. DeLonzo averaged 13 points per game for the Lady Eagles and was able to come up with 53 steals, a tribute to her excellent awareness on the court. Hayley lost many of her college offers after her injury, but the story has a happy ending. DeLonzo is set to play Division I basketball in-state at St. Peter's. Kimi Evans is at the Shore Sports Zone Winter Banquet for a 3rd straight year. The St. John Vianney forward averaged 13.5 points per game in her senior season and helped the Lancers reach the finals of the Shore Conference Tournament. Evans delivered a season-high 25 points and 10 rebounds in the January 17th win at home against Rumson Fairhaven. At 6'3", her footwork and ability to work in the paint is at an elite level, and we will see those skills next year in the Big East Conference when Kimi begins her college career at Seton Hall University. Hayley Hallard is in the history books at Middletown North after a stellar 4-year career. Hallard finished with 1,574 points, the most of any girl or boy in Lions hoops history. A 4-year starter, Hallard averaged 20 points a game in her senior year, highlighted by a career-high 37 against Long Branch. A 2-sport star, Hayley will play field hockey at Mercy College after signing a national letter of intent. Rumson Fairhaven's Tori Hajduk closed out her junior year with back-to-back sensational performances in the state playoffs. Hajduk dropped 30 points in the Bulldogs sectional semifinal win against New Providence and followed that with a career-high 38 against 4-time state champ Manasquan on the road. Hajduk averaged 16 points and just under 6 assists a night for an RFH team that went 22-7. Coach Dave Callahan calls Tori an amazing kid who has the heart of a lion. Hajduk plays the game tough as nails, and she has no fear. Colleges no doubt have taken notice of a player who will be one of the Shore's best next year in her senior season. Sarah Karpell stepped into a starting role at St. John Vianney as a sophomore and ran the Lancers from the point guard position. Despite losing 7 seniors from one of the best teams in the nation last year, Karpell helped the Lancers to an impressive 23-5 record. She took great pride in guarding some of the top point guards in the Shore as a lockdown defender. Karpell dropped 43 pointers and was the focal point in spreading the wealth to her teammates. Sarah had a career-high 20 points against Rancocas Valley and delivered a 15-point effort in SJV's quarterfinal win over Neptune in the Shore Conference tournament. Lassen saw two senior teammates fall to injuries, but the Point Pleasant Borough senior was determined to carry her team to an outstanding season. Coach David Drew says Allie's work ethic throughout her high school career is second to none, and every honor she receives is because of how she carries herself on and off the court. Lassen was a catalyst for a team that reached the WOBM finals, won 16 games, and earned home playoff games in the Shore Conference tournament and the state playoffs. Allie became the 13th Panther to reach the 1,000-point mark, and she'll continue her basketball career in the Division I ranks after signing a national letter of intent with St. Francis in Brooklyn. Jen Louro's calling card is shut down defense. The St. Rose Guard has guarded Division I talent and McDonald's All-Americans, slowing down some of the best players in the nation. In her senior season, Louro brought a complete game as she rose to the occasion in the Purple Rose's biggest games. In the Shore Conference Championship game, Louro shined with 13 points and 8 rebounds against St. John Vianney, earning MVP honors. Louro is heading to the American East Conference to play Division I basketball at UMass Lowell. Faith Massonis is a two-time All-Zone selection, an impressive feat considering that the Manasquan forward just completed her sophomore season. Faith has a lot of ways to score in the paint, and she's improved her outside shooting touch. Massonis stepped up her game in Manasquan's grueling out-of-conference schedule. She delivered a season-high 19 points in the Shore Conference quarterfinals against Middletown South. In the playoffs, Faith had a pair of double-doubles and scored 11 points in the first 6 minutes of the Warriors' fourth straight Group 2 state championship win. Massonis is primed to be a high-profile recruit, and we get to see her game continue to grow over the next 2 years. Mikayla Markham is back on the All-Zone Hoops team for a second straight year. The St. Rose point guard is one of the most underrated players in the state. She's a steady scorer and is always getting her teammates involved, averaging 5 assists a game to go along with 11 points. Markham has made an astounding 147 three-pointers in her 3 years in Belmar, including 52 this season. She scored 20 points in the Purple Roses semifinal win over Manasquan on the way to a Shore Conference championship. The junior has given a verbal commitment to play Division I basketball in the Ivy League at Columbia. RBC's Hayley Moore is one of the Shore's top three-point shooters. When Moore got an open look, there was a pretty good chance that RBC was getting 3 points on the board. Her signature game was a 23-point outburst against St. John Vianney that saw her drop 5 triples in one of RBC's top wins of the regular season. Moore's got 1 more year for head coach Joe Montano in the Caseys, and then it's off to the America East Conference to play Division I basketball at Binghamton. There's no question that RBC's Katie Rice is a capable scorer, but that's just one aspect of a complete skill set. Rice isn't concerned about stats. She says she'll do whatever it takes to help her team win, and it's no coincidence that Red Bank Catholic won a lot thanks to Rice's selfless attitude. We saw Rice tangle in the paint, playing tenacious defense, hauling down rebounds, and making fantastic passes in key spots. Rice delivered an 18-point performance in the Casey State Championship win over Immaculate Heart and is going to be a great get for the college that wins her services. But not before Katie comes back to play 1 more season for Red Bank Catholic. Rumson Fairhaven's Hannah Scanlan was one of the most dominant post players in New Jersey, averaging a double-double with 20 points and 11.5 rebounds per game. Her improvement in productivity from last year to this year is stunning. She doubled her point total, more than tripled her rebounds, and on defense, she went from 7 block shots a year ago to 82 swats this year. Scanlan is ready for the next chapter in her hoops career as she'll take to the court in Rhode Island next fall, playing college basketball at Bryant. Ellyn Stoll has been an unsung hero over her 4 years at St. Rose. A great three-point shooter, Ellyn hit 41 threes in her senior year and 158 for her career. Stoll brought leadership to a Purple Roses team that went 26-4 and won the Shore Conference Championship. Stoll's been a part of the winning culture under head coach Joe Whalen for 4 years, and she's now on her way to play Division I basketball at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, joining Neptune's Desiree Allen to stay in-state for college. Lucy Thomas is a two-time All-Zone selection, and the St. Rose forward is one of 4 Purple Roses being honored on this year's team. SSZ was there when Lucy scored her 1,000th career point early in St. Rose's regular season finale against Manasquan. Thomas has a tremendous inside-outside game, averaging 12.6 points and just under 10 rebounds a game. Thomas stepped up big in the postseason, highlighted by a 16-point-12 rebound effort to knock out Manasquan in the Short Conference semifinals, followed by a 15.7 rebound performance against St. John Vianney in the SCT finals. That game was special for Lucy in more ways than one, as she played a great game on her future college court. Thomas has given a verbal commitment to play at Monmouth University. Toms River North's Ashley Tutzauer is a 3-sport star for the Mariners. She's the goalie on the soccer team, a 30-goal scorer in lacrosse last year, and that athleticism translated to the basketball court too, where Tutzauer averaged over 16 points per game and led TRN to a tremendous 27-4 record. Ashley was sensational in the championship game of the WOBM Christmas Classic, scoring 32 points in a win over Point Pleasant Borough to earn MVP honors. Ashley hit the 1,000-point plateau in her senior year and was a big reason that the Mariners made it all the way to the South Jersey Group 4 Finals this season.